Get ready to witness history in the making. Live, the first ever contest in the Olympic Stadium. The Manly Sea Eagles battle arch rivals the Newcastle Knights. Live from Stadium Australia.
Australia at Homebush in Sydney, home of the Olympics and home of rugby league today, and certainly rugby league fans have taken the stadium to heart. It is a sellout. There were 290 tickets available this morning. They sold in a flash. So this stadium is sold out. We are going to see 110,000 rugby league fans here. That is a world record. Manly and Newcastle have the privilege, the honour, and I guess the moment in history, because they will christen the turf here, and we are looking forward, Steve Mortimer, very much to a good clash between the grand final protagonists from 2 years ago.
Wonderful, wonderful game coming on now with Warren Ryan, the Newcastle Knights. Expect to see a lot more stronger starts defence there. Bobby Fulton, probably his last year, will want to go out a winner, so there's plenty of interesting curls to what's going to be happening out here in about 1 minute's time.
Two key players in this game, Andrew Johns for the Knights and Jeff Tuvey for the Sea Eagles. Here they are, the stars head to head, and Jeff Tuvey has it all over Andrew Johns in terms of actual games, but the representative experience is pretty much the same.
Well, very much so. Jeff Tuvey, he's the older player. Jeff Tuvey is more a doer. Andrew Johns is the playmaker. He'll set up opportunities for his outside backs and also for his forward side. He's more a playmaker, Andrew Johns, and more crucial to Newcastle's chance, I believe, in this game.
Right. Well, Tuvey, in the very well-known words of Thomas Keneally, it's not very long now until the ref blows that whistle and sends that ball soaring. So we will now go to our commentators for the day, and the head man in the booth is Warren Smith.
Thank you, Cameron. We have had some season openers in seasons past in Rugby League in Australia, but we are about to see something very, very special, Gary Freeman. There is no doubt about that.
The big thing about it is that probably in Glenn Lazarus and myself, we'd probably love to be up there and playing this game, but some magnificent matchups with the Knights and the Sea Eagles. I just think it's going to be one hell of a game of footy. You'll see plenty of free-flowing football and some really big hits in the middle of right clear.
Certainly will, Gary Freeman. I think that it'll be one lost in the forwards. I just don't know whether Manly's forward pack can contain what is a very, very good pack in the Newcastle Knights. Very interested in the hooking duel between Jim Sedaris and Steve Wattles. Steve Wattles, of course, playing his first game for the Newcastle Knights, so that's going to be a very interesting one. Manly will rely heavily on their back three, as they have done in years gone past. But overall, I think Newcastle just too good, although not all over the park, but certainly will come out winners today.
We saw both sides out on the middle of this arena warming up just moments ago. They are now back in the dressing rooms. What a view that is. We're not quite at capacity yet, but it won't be too far away before 110,000 people will roll themselves hoarse when both these sides run onto the field. What a feeling that would be.
Yeah, look, I think there'll be some very nervous boys at the moment in the Newcastle and Manly side. A lot of big games.